What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have for you a youth sports performance training session. So we're focusing on plyometrics, pretty much a jump session for our youth athletes. So this is a type of session that we would do with some athletes who are just starting off with us, especially those who are on the younger side of things, maybe around 10, 11, and 12. It's very important to hit plyometrics. We just want to do it appropriately. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. We post new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so make sure you subscribe to catch all of them. Hope you enjoy. All right, we are starting off with pogos. So we start every session with some type of pogos. You hear me say it all the time, especially for our youth athletes. We really want to teach how to use our feet, our ankles, our lower limb, the calf, the synchronicity of it all. So we start double leg right here. We're just popping up. We're going 10 times just like this. Every time we pop up, we try to bring our toes to the top of the shoe, right? We want to teach these athletes, like I said, how to use that lower limb. So we're going to hit 10 of those. From there, we're going to go alternating. Okay, so we're going to start split stance, and I'm here. Keep it small. Just pop through the foot and the ankle, right? Try not to get much knee involved. Okay, no hips involved here. Like I said, let's work that lower limb. From there, we're going single leg. So I got one side at a time. I'm popping up. Pull that toe up, really start to fire up the anterior tib as well. Okay, and then we're going other side, right? We're going each side. From there, I like to do an alternating single leg. So we're gonna be on one leg and we're gonna pop back and forth like this. So one thing I tell our athletes, right, if they're old enough to kind of understand this, as they're striking the ground, let's flex everything, right? I don't wanna hit it as I'm being like floopy, right there. I want everything flexed and contracted before I'm about to hit. So I'm flexing the entire time, which means I'm just able to pop off the ground, okay? So that's the first thing we do. We hit that entire progression of pogos. From here, we're going squat jump. So we did the lower limb, right? We got the foot, the ankle, the knee a little bit. Now we're gonna start working that hip or the hips a little bit. So I'm here, I'm gonna squat down, jump up. I don't need anything fancy, right? I'm not getting high whatsoever. I'm not even really using my arms too much. I probably should, right? I'm here, load it, good jump, okay? Keep it casual. We don't want this to be too big. All we're doing is warming up, because what we're gonna progress to is this session is a little bit of reactivity, okay? So we teach our athletes how to absorb force really well from the start. Before anything, we teach them that good base, right? How to land, how to absorb force. And then pretty soon after that, we introduce pogos at the end of all of our bigger jumps. So the main part of this one, we're gonna hit squat jumps with a pogo. So I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna squat jump, pogo, stick it. Reset, jump, pogo, stick. We're gonna go 3 of these, just like this. So I like doing that pogo because it just kind of diverts that force a little bit, a little less landing load, and it's very important for athletes, like I keep saying, to build that strength. So if they can hit that pogo off that bigger jump and then stick the landing, it's good for all those things. From here, we're moving on to exercise 3, and we're going a squat jump into a split squat land. Okay, so I'm gonna start tall, I'm gonna squat jump, and then I'm gonna stick it right here. Okay, hit that side, we're gonna go up, and then we're gonna stick it. Notice how when I land, right, I convey this to our athletes. Notice how when I land, I'm not sinking to the ground. I'm here, I'm up, boom, I'm able to stop. I'm strong, I'm sturdy. This is very important to teach youth athletes how to be strong, sturdy, stable, because then from there, we build up, okay? So we're gonna hit that. I like to go about 2 sets, 6 times, right, left, right, left. From here, once again, we're adding that pogo. So it makes it a little bit more challenging, okay? So we're here, squat, jump. Out of that, we pogo, and then we stick. Other side, jump, here, here. I'm totally fine if when you land from it, that initial jump, right? If when I land, you see how I'm still kind of high up? I'm totally fine if we do that, as long as when we have to stop, we have that strength to just lock it down. After we hit that whole progression, The next part of this workout we are going to hit are some quick step ups. So I like to convey to our youth athletes at this young age the importance of connecting mind to muscle, right? Being coordinated, having that balance. I think coordination is one of the most important aspects of athleticism. And when we train it at a young age, right, you can kind of rein in a lot of that, I'll say, young energy, and you can get these athletes to look really, really good, especially if a lot of the younger ones are kind of all over the place, right? So we hit quick step ups. I'll bring this box out so you guys can see, but this is the next exercise. So we're gonna be here. You can either use a 45-pound plate, 25-pound plate, whatever plate you want, a step. I'm just gonna use a box, okay? So what we're gonna do is quick step ups. I'm gonna go step, step, and then down, okay? Just like this. A lot of kids have done this before, but we wanna go at a fast pace because what this is also doing as it progresses is we're strengthening up the foot, the ankle, and the lower limb. So as I'm here, notice how when I put my foot down, I'm ready to go, right? My foot is not collapsing every time. I'm here, I'm strong. So we go like this 10 times as fast as they can. Okay, we hit this a couple times, build everything up, get everything synchronized, fired together, especially that lower limb, as I said at the start, so important for athleticism. So we hit this. After this, we switch it to alternating toe taps. So we're still here, we still gotta keep that back foot ready to go, but now instead of the quick step ups, we're here, right? So the alternating toe tap. So I like this because it works that fluidity, it works that coordination. Okay, you see us with our older athletes hit other variations, for example, like the double to single jump, like that, or like some other unilateral ones. This is pretty much the basic version of it that we do with our youth athletes. So I'm here, I just teach them how to pop. So notice how this is similar to the pogo, right here, except now we're just on that box. I forgot how to do it, right here. So I stay tense, I stay tight, we're hitting that, just repping it. I like to go for this workout, we're going 3 sets of 10, get some solid rest in between. Next part of this workout, after we hit all of the step ups, the alternating toe taps, we are hitting hurdles with a pogo. So like I said at the start, I start off teaching athletes how to just land properly. A lot of youth athletes, they'll land here, they like to land here, right? They land really hard like that. So we just teach that absorption, right? Like I said too, I like to progress it pretty quickly to a pogo and then a drop. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit a hurdle jump with a pogo, okay? If you're still getting used to everything, then we're gonna stick it every time. So it's gonna be here, pogo, stick, reset, jump, pogo, stick, just like that. If we can though, right? If you have to hit there a couple times, it's totally fine. But if we can, we wanna teach these athletes now a little bit more coordination, right? Land, pop, jump, land, pop, jump. It's still relatively light. Okay, we're just here, land, pop, jump. Keep it super light, super fluid, okay? You'll find that as you do this with younger athletes, as long as form is good, sometimes this is a little bit easier for them versus just a jump and a stick. Because as I said, especially in our experience, when we add this pogo, it really changes it for them and they can redirect force relatively easily. But when I tell them to jump and stick, a lot of the times it's right here, right? You can hear how loud that is, or it's like one of those, right? You see how my legs flare out? When I get that pogo in there, they just have that like boing type of thing. So it does change it. Throw those pogos in there, right? Start working on that with your athletes once you build up that lower limb and they can handle that pop. For the last part of this workout, we finish off with a broad jump to a box jump. So one of the biggest goals of this workout is teaching youth athletes how to redirect force, or how to divert force. And this is important for obviously pretty much everything in sports, whether we're changing directions, if we want to jump, we got to go from forward to up. So I like these progressions to help ease into it. So the final part of this is going to be, like I said, the broad to box. So we're going to tie in everything we worked on, that lower limb, that stiffness, that pop, right? Like the hurdle with the pogo, because now we're going to hit a broad jump off that land. We're going to pop up onto the box. So we teach these athletes to float on top, right? We're diverting force. Obviously you're going to want to jump a little bit, right? It's not just a pogo, but we want a big broad jump. Utilize that force to help you jump up, right? Think of it like a springboard. You jump on, boom, you pop up. So we'll start it close, right? Because then obviously you can always back it up, but we're gonna be tall, always start tall. We're gonna be here with a broad jump, pop it up. Make sure we have good form. We don't want our box jumps to become a thing of how high can you tuck your knees. We wanna make sure we're still jumping. So if that's easy, we scooch back. A big part that I convey to our younger athletes is we need good form here. As we're redirecting force, we gotta stay strong. We also don't wanna get stuck on the ground for too long. You don't wanna overcomplicate it when you're training youth athletes, but you just wanna make sure that what you're doing with them helps for their final progression. So we're here, we don't get stuck, here, pop, and then we're up. So this is one of the sessions we actually run through with our youth athletes. We ran through it a couple times today. I really like this. It really helps them kind of get a feel for that base level of plyometrics while still, allowing them to develop. So hopefully you enjoy this, run through this with your youth athletes. If you are a younger athlete, run through this, right? Let's just focus on the basics, then we build from there. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you do, please give a thumbs up, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.